Hi, Filter here. I was perusing my comic book store, and they had this um, for about 30 something dollars. But here's the sad part: I didn't get this at my comic book store. I got this at Five Below for $5. Just thought I'd toss that out there. All right. How many of you remember the movie Network? Yeah, me neither. But I think we've all seen that scene somewhere where the guy is on like live TV and he shouts, "I'm mad as hell and I'm not gonna take it anymore." And then it just reverberates and everybody says the same thing. Outside there, you open their window and they shout it out because they see that weird frustration that goes on. Gummy bears, yay! And that's what I think is necessary. So to just some guy, diversity in comics, Captain Cummings, and Enveltine, I believe his name is, Doug Ernst. We're going to have to start doing that now. It's reached that moment where we're going to have to open up our window and shout, "I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore." A good example of something I want you to, get this what I'm about to tell you. Making Iceman gay in itself was made no sense whatsoever. Just out of the blue, he's gay. Whoop de doo, yeah, yeah, yeah. The way he does the coming out story is so, as um, many people put it, just some guy and Diversity in Comics have put it. It's basically a 1990s version of a coming out story. And then it suddenly dawned on me, and a lot of people probably have forgotten this, but we already had an Iceman coming out story, and that was in the movie X-Men 2. It's unbelievable. You want to do a coming out story? The right, I'm not sure who the writer is, Sin Grace or something, whatever. You know, you could have created an all new, different type of superhero, and he comes out of the closet. There was no need to have Bobby Drake suddenly become gay for no apparent reason, unless Jean Grey is manipulating him, which kind of makes her a bit of a supervillain, and I'll tell you why. Jean Grey could be a supervillain in this area. One, she makes certain guys fall in love with her. At one point, Warren Worthington III was in love with her. Wolverine, of course, is in love with her. Scott is in love with her. All these people seem to be in love with her as soon as they see her. That might be some subliminal telepathic thing that she's doing where she wants to be the flirt, but she can't be the flirt. And she's doing it to manipulate their minds. Not to mention convincing Bobby Drake, oh yeah, you like to take it even though you've never had it before, but that's been your whole desire your entire life. There you go. But back to what I was saying. This whole "I'm mad as hell, I'm not going to take it anymore." This is why if I could, if I knew how to do a petition, I would put out a petition that says, "Bring back Jim Shooter to Marvel." Seriously, I would love to figure out how to start a petition that says, "Bring Jim Shooter back to Marvel." I want to show you something. I've pointed this out before because I've shown you this magazine. And again, I urge you to find this issue of the Comics Journal. This is from 1987, 86, 87 or so. And most people who are glad when Jim Shooter was asked to leave, this was all political, not ideological per se as we know it. This was all political, that as to why they wanted to get rid of Jim Shooter. Jim Shooter was the best thing that ever happened to Marvel during that time. And yeah, it kind of lingered on, his legacy kind of lingered on throughout the 90s. But let's be honest, this was the man that gave us the best shit in comics. Okay? So if we could start that petition, I would love for to bring a petition, and just tell we don't need Dan Slott. Or if we're gonna have a Dan Slott, how about we tell Dan Slott, you know what? We don't need you arguing on fucking line and insulting the very people who are your customers. Or more to the point, what we need to do is get rid of Nick. Excuse me, Nick Spencer. Nick Spencer. How about this? How about you go back to helping whatever politician that you wanted to help? We know you failed as a politician and you decided to get in the comics. And you spend most of your time bitching about Donald Trump. How about you spend most of your time coming up with a decent story for us to enjoy? And this also goes to Tanasi Coates. I think he's going to be taking over Captain America. You know, Tanasi, if I'm pronouncing your name in the proper, get out of the echo chamber. Leave the echo chamber. Stop hanging around with the same people that tell you the same crap all the time. You want to write a story that features a conservative? How about you talk to conservatives? And don't do what Vice does. Vice has this horrible tendency when they say, well, let's go talk to a conservative. And they find the reddest necked, card carrying member of the Klan that they can find and say, oh, you see, there he goes. That's your average conservative. Yeah, I'm all over the place with this. I'm sorry, but I'm just sick to death of this. I'm sick to death. We, we have an industry that's dying this slow death. The remedy is right there in front of everybody, but it's like having the Food and Drug Administration saying, well, we need to spend another 5 years figuring out whether this is going to work, even though it's already so far proven that it's worked. But we need to go through the test. Yeah, sure, it's had hundreds of years of success with other people, but we need to really just kind of wait a few more years to figure out if it actually does work. Even though we have a gaggle of scientists, but really they don't matter. We just really have a lot of bureaucrats who have to put the stamp on it. That's what's happening. The cure is in front of us, but we have so many people blocking, grandstanding, or flat out really ignoring. And yeah, like I said, if we could bring back a Jim Shooter who will hopefully get rid of a Nick Spencer, then tell the milkshake crew to grow the fuck up or get the fuck out. And right now, I've reached the point where I'm going to say, I'm mad as hell, and I'm not taking it anymore. I want to show you something. In one of my videos, I bought this trash. Trash. And I don't know whether to be mad at myself or to be mad at Marvel for printing this. The reason why, I can be mad at Marvel for printing this for various reasons, but I'm mad at myself for wasting $3.99 on this. This is basically $2 burgers at McDonald's and some French fries, or a slice of pizza and some soda at my local pizzeria, or this is 3 bags of gummy bears at the dollar store. 4 technically out, but I'd have to bring some change. Like I said, bring back Jim Shooter, please. That's it for me. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.